If Willard Van Ness ever decides to design himself a personal coat of arms, he will probably include the Marine Corps insignia for his branch of service and a palm tree for the Pacific Islands where he's fought. And he'll most certainly include a little hunk of shell fragment. But the most important item on that crest will be a new secret weapon that we'll tell you about later. Willard is the husband of Jean Van Ness, who works at the Eastern Aircraft Plant in Bloomfield, New Jersey, where parts of the Avenger torpedo bombers are made for our Navy and Marine fighters. Jean thinks her husband is a mighty lucky Marine. But let's hear the story. It all started when the Leathernecks invaded Saipan. Van's outfit pushed ahead in the face of some pretty murderous Jap fire. As we find him, he and his buddies are digging foxholes to establish a position for the night.
Van, this business of digging foxholes gets awful monotonous.
You haven't got the proper spirit, Joe. Just think of all those poor civilians back in the States who have to dig victory gardens.
Yeah, tough, ain't it? Hey, Van, your pack's coming off.
Oh, yeah, so it is. Guess one of the shoulder straps broke. That's funny.
I'm practically in hysterics. His shoulder strap breaks and he thinks it's funny. I don't get it. Hey, Van, you spent a nice, comfortable night in your foxhole, I presume.
Oh, I did indeed. Now I'll just take my shower and have my breakfast.
I wouldn't want to be troubling you with trivialities, Mr. Astor, but I would like to clean my rifle. Could I borrow your cleaning gear?
Sure. My pack's right at the foot of this foxhole.
Thanks. Now, if you don't mind, I'll lend lease it.
Well, go ahead. I'll try to rustle up some coffee in the meantime.
Hey, Van. Hey, what do you call this, a gag?
What are you talking about, Joe?
Well, you say it's all right for me to help myself to your pack. Didn't you notice this?
Notice what?
You got a big hole in this pack. Shell fragment. Cut right through your picture album and part of your cleaning gear. Here, take a look at this hunk of steel.
Holy smoke. That piece of shell's at least an inch long and an inch and a half wide.
Yeah. If you hadn't been wearing your pack, that would have cut a beautiful hole in you.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Say, I get it.
You do?
Yeah. Last night when the shoulder strap on my pack broke, the impact of this shell fragment is what did it.
And Willard Van Ness had other adventures on Saipan. Several days after Van's pack had intercepted that deadly steel missile and thereby saved his life, the Japs were driven into the mountains, and Van, with a small detachment of Marines, dug in for the night along the side of a mountain.
When I was back in Brooklyn, going to the mountains seemed to be quite a privilege in the summertime. But now that I am here on Saipan, my attitude has changed considerable.
Stop beefing, Joe.
Oh, that ain't a beef. That's merely an observation.
It'll be dark pretty soon.
Which is the reason now that I have dug my foxhole, I am going to lie in it.
Foxhole's all right. I wonder if that's enough.
Hey, wait a minute. If you're considering returning to the States, transportation in that direction is not available.
Cut the clowning, Joe. This is serious.
Yeah?
Those Japs are cornered. They can't retreat anymore, so chances are they'll be coming out of the mountains tonight to try to sneak up on us.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I was kind of figuring that that's what they was figuring. Hey, if that's the case, how are we going to get any sleep?
I'm just thinking.
Well, think fast. This is a serious thing with me. I don't mind when the Marine Corps asks me to give up sleeping days, but not sleeping nights. I don't like that.
Neither do I. I think I've got an idea.
I'll proceed with the briefing session.
As soon as we get some help.
What for?
You'll find out later. Hey, Mickey, over this way.
Oh, this is turning into a staff meeting, huh?
Yeah, Van. What's up?
Mickey, I got a feeling the Japs are going to try one of those silent raids on us tonight.
You mean sneak in and try to slit our throats?
Yeah. I think we can do something about that.
Oh, yeah? What?
See this ball of string?
It don't strike me like no secret weapon. Where'd you obtain it?
Never mind that. Now, here's the idea. I'll tie one end of it around my hand, long from foxhole to foxhole, and one guy in each foxhole ties it in around his hand and passes it on.
Well, that certainly builds up the community spirit, but what's it got to do with the nips?
It's simple. Some of the fellas can sleep, some of the fellas can watch. As soon as anyone who's watching notices anything suspicious, all he does is tug his arm. That'll shake all the guys who are tied to him by the ball of string and wake them up. Then we start firing.
A remarkable idea. When I see the General, I will suggest that a ball of string be made standard equipment for all Marines.
I don't know about that, but I sure hope it works tonight. Okay, Mickey, I got the string tied around my arm. Start passing it down the line.
Well, observe anything?
Why don't you try and catch some sleep, Joe?
The atmosphere is not quite conducive to sleeping. Do you spot anything?
It's so dark I can hardly see anything at all. If only we had a moon.
Yeah. A nice, big, beautiful moonlight. Will
Hey,
you...
quiet. I think I hear something.
Well, I didn't hear nothing.
Neither did I.
Uh-oh, that was something.
Yeah, quiet.
Something moved out there, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to pull that string, then watch the fireworks. Here goes. Okay, start blasting away, Joe.
Quite a bit of excitement we had last night.
Yeah. Ought to be lighting up in a couple of seconds to see what happens.
I think I can make something out now. Right there ahead of our foxhole. You see it?
Yeah. It's the color of a Jap uniform, all right.
Looks like more than one, though.
Yeah. Seems to be a couple of them.
Should I let him have it?
Have it? I think they already got it. Yeah. Yeah, I can see better now. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 Japs altogether.
Yeah, you're right. And with machine guns, too. Hey, they must have been the guys we gave that reception to last night.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what do you know? That ball of string certainly was a secret weapon.
Yes, that's the story of how Marine Private Willard Van Ness owes his life to the picture album and the ball of string which he carried in his pack. And that's the story, too, of American ingenuity and action. It's another reason why GM folks on the production front are backing up men like Willard Van Ness on the battlefront and maintaining their wartime pledge, victory is our business.